Running Back Nation, what is good? We have a Joel Embiid status update for tonight. We have a Paul George report about his left knee. We're going to talk about, whether or not Paul George is absolutely cooked or not. Joel Embiid is on a side quest. And can the Sixers win tonight? A little bit about, is Paul George cooked? I have an opinion on, the way that he plays after his knee injuries. And a former 76ers player set another record off of the bench last night. We're going to talk about that too. Coming right up on Run It Back Philly, but I want to let you guys know first, we have a brand new t-shirt design on RunItBackPhillyShop.com. Maxi McCain 25, Make the Sixers Great Again, a campaign funded by Run It Back Philly 2025, all rights reserved. I just designed this last night. We're going to give away 3 of them. All you got to do is go to DJ Eastwood RIBP on Twitter and find the tweet and retweet it. Or go to the Instagram page at Run It Back Philly, find the post, and comment on the post. And we will give away 3 of these t-shirts. Or you can just buy one at RunItBackPhillyShop.com. I'll give you a 20% off. Promo code SICKOS20. SICKOS 20. Thank you for the support. Let's get down to business. Underdog NBA reported just a couple of minutes ago, or about an hour ago actually, Joel Embiid injury management is now listed questionable for Friday. And I didn't think anything of it because Joel Embiid's always questionable. He is Joel questionable Embiid. He's been questionable his entire career. I didn't think anything of it. But shortly after that, they reported Joel Embiid didn't participate in shoot-around Friday. Now, answer me in the comments. What will you do if Joel Embiid does not play tonight? Because the Sixers need a win so bad. He needs to continue ramping up. And there you go. I didn't think the questionable thing really mattered, but then they said he didn't participate in shoot-around, so here we are again. Give me all your thoughts on that. I mean, if Joel doesn't play tonight, just hang it up, bro. Pack it in. Tank for Cooper Flag. That's where I'm at with it. And move forward with Maxey and McCain because I'm over it. Now listen, Joel Embiid is on a bit of a side quest in the, aside from ramping up and all of the accusations about Tyrese Maxey calling him about being late to practice or whatever. Here's what he said. Or here's the report from Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports. When ESPN reported details on Tuesday morning from inside the 76ers team meeting following Monday night's blown lead in Miami, one league figure close to Philadelphia's All-Star center told me Joel is going to be furious and that Embiid was going to try to find the Sixers' supposed snitch. So after being called out by Tyrese Maxey and now, being completely blasted by the media nonstop for a couple of days, Joel Embiid, instead of looking in the mirror or just getting in front of a microphone and saying, yes, I need to be a better leader. Tyrese Maxey was right. Instead of doing that, he is deflecting and he's acting like a baby yet again. And now he's on a side quest to find the snitch. This is like when a little kid gets caught cheating on a math test, and then he goes on a search to find out who told the teacher, instead of just admitting that you cheated and, you need to be better. This is not helping, Joel. You know what I mean? This is not helping your case. You seem completely disconnected from reality when it comes to what the narrative actually is and what people want from you. He also said yesterday in an interview that, I'm the problem. I'm always the problem. And he was saying it sarcastically, talking about how the media hates me. You're really coming off with some Ben Simmons vibes lately, Joel. The poor me and everybody's mad at me, and everybody always blames me for everything. We just want you to shut the fuck up and get the fuck on the court. That's what we want, Joel Embiid. Nobody feels bad. All right? You signed a max extension. You're one of the few players in NBA history to eclipse $500 million total, and you can't get on the court. So shut the fuck up and get on the court. That's my take on that. Let's move on to the Paul George news. Paul George has a bone bruise in his left knee and is listed out for the next 2 games. He will be reevaluated Monday. Now, I see a couple of other Sixers creators, podcasters, YouTubers, and fans just saying things like, hopefully he gets back soon and we can get the big 3 together. You guys still believe this shit? Do you guys still believe? Do you actually answer me this, man? Answer me this in the comments. Do you actually picture the Philadelphia 76ers with Joel Embiid and Paul George in an NBA Finals matched up against one of these younger, deeper, much better constructed teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Dallas Mavericks, the Boston Celtics, etc.? Do you actually envision all of these guys getting healthy, ramping up, building chemistry, and putting together an NBA Finals run? I mean, you might as well bet on Mike Tyson throwing a real punch in a boxing match in 2024. You might as well bet on Jake Paul fighting a real boxer. You might as well bet on, you know what, I can't think of anything else. I'm tired today. But no, I don't see it. And hang it up, Podcast P. You know what I mean? Here is a live look at Paul George once he found out that he would be out for 2 weeks. This is him ramping up to record some podcasts. Now, look, I don't want to keep trashing Paul George. I think realistically, all jokes aside, that Paul George, he broke his leg in half in 2014. Now he hyperextended his knee twice already this season. He already looked more timid going to the rim after the first hyperextension. There's going to be a mental hurdle for Paul George to try to get over if he ever gets back on the court and stops hyperextending his knee. I don't know why everyone's acting like this is not a big deal. Oh, he hyperextended his knee again? No big deal. Out for 2 games. He'll be back. He's becoming mentally cooked because when you don't trust your legs and you feel like it's going to break in half every time you go to the rim, you don't go to the rim anymore. So Paul George is now a jump shooter. He's now a $200 million jump shooter. And when I said he's the Michael Jordan of Tobias Harris's, I really meant that because he's literally Tobias Harris with a better jump shot, which is still, if the Sixers could get it all together, a very good 3rd option. 4th option, actually. Jared McCain's number 3 now, Paul George. I don't care. I don't care how much you're getting paid. Jared McCain's number 3. And I love the fact that Jared McCain gets on the court and he gets his shots up and he gets buckets and he doesn't give a shit who's out there with him. So the whole, that there's that too. Like, if all these guys play, how's Jared McCain going to get his shot? We just witnessed it in the last game. He still scored 20 points. He's still got 16 shots up. No, I'm at the point now. I've seen it now. Nobody takes shots away from Jared McCain. When he gets on the floor, he's getting his. And I love that about him. But yeah, there's the Paul George stuff. He's out for at least the next 2 games and will be reevaluated. I'm just having trouble believing that Paul George is going to come back, get healthy, and trust his legs enough to be the Paul George that we thought he was going to be. One more thing here before we talk about can the Sixers win tonight. Last night, a former Philadelphia 76ers player who I was clamoring for the Sixers to put on the floor for 2 years in a row under Doc Rivers, who was released by the Sixers, immediately was given a 4-year contract by the San Antonio Spurs. And that season set a record, a Spurs franchise record, with 14 rebounds and 5 blocks off the bench. Last night, ladies and gentlemen, Charles Bassie, in a Spurs win, had 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 blocks off the bench. 6'10", 250 pounds, 24 years old. But the Sixers are still searching for a backup center. Doc Rivers wouldn't play the kid. I mean, look at this kid, bro. Like, no Diddy. This is an incredible NBA center physique. Are you fucking serious? How did you see somebody built like this and not put him on the floor? Why do I keep getting the dumbest coaches and GMs in charge of my basketball team? Anyway, Charles Bassie's 6 blocks off the bench last night was the most blocks off the bench in an NBA game since 1984. And the Sixers are still searching for a backup center who can rebound and play defense. You know what's funny, man? Nick Nurse probably wouldn't play him either. So who cares? Now, the Sixers need a win tonight. Tyrese Maxey in his second game back from the hamstring injury. I don't even know if Joel Embiid's going to play. Injury management. Paul George is out. Here's what I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm looking forward to the combination of Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain continuing to build chemistry. I'm over it. I don't care about Paul George anymore. I don't care about Joel Embiid anymore. I'm interested in watching Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain play basketball together and build chemistry on the court. We saw it a little bit last game. If Maxey gets his shot falling and gets in a little bit of a better rhythm, and they both start to build some cohesiveness with McCain being more of a facilitating point guard mindset, pick and roll type of guy, and Maxey being more of an Allen Iverson 2-guard, fly to the rim as fast as you can and get buckets, I really do believe they can be a lethal combination moving forward. And maybe the best thing that could happen to the 76ers is Joel Embiid and Paul George sitting out the rest of the season, tank for Cooper Flag, and have Maxey McCain and Flag next season, and maybe you trade those other guys or something like that. I don't know. If I'm being ultra negative, feel free to talk me off the ledge in the comments, but I think the funniest thing lately for me is that I've been ultra negative about this team since I started YouTube, and there's always people that are, why are you so negative? It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. And I end up being right every single time because this is very obvious shit that I'm seeing and projecting. I'm not a genius at all. I'm just using common sense. But the funny thing lately is that there's very, very, very few of those optimistic people telling me I'm a negative Nancy left. There's very, very few of them. There used to be a lot of them. There's very few left. I'm not just negative for no reason, like people claimed in the YouTube comments for years. I just see things and I say, what the fuck is this? And I watch the rest of the NBA and I say, oh, that's nice. Those teams, look at those players. That's nice. And then I look back at the 76ers and I say, what the fuck is this? That's it. It's very, it's just using open-minded, very clear logics. But that is the difference between realism and fanboyism. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'll see you guys tonight for the Sixers game. Live right here. It's the Maxi McCain Show. See you guys soon. Peace.